we've never been in your shoes, but we're playing the game of life. We'll chase away all your blues with a laugh and a ghost of your strife. Never have I ever, never have I ever, starts now.
All right, Tom, it's that kind of night, isn't it? It's that kind of afternoon.
Hell yeah.
All right, guys, welcome to the 4th episode of what I think is probably the second greatest advice podcast on the internet, but we're getting there.
The first being car talk?
First is car talk, but only in backup because the one guy died.
Right.
Anyways, you're listening to Never Have I Ever, the show where us two, I'm Tim.
And I'm Tom.
We take your advice questions, your conundrums, your problems, and we turn them into factual solutions to make your lives better. And if it doesn't work, I mean, it's not our lives that we've ruined.
Sorry. We're sorry.
We like to pull your questions, especially things that we've never experienced, because I'm pretty sure, Tom, like you and I, we like to imagine ourselves in those situations for a brief moment, because not a lot, because some of these questions are fucking terrible.
Yeah, pretty much.
But we like to imagine ourselves what we would do in these real-life situations. Now, I know this is new to the show, and if you want to send in your own problems, questions that you need advice for, you can check us out at neverhaveievershow at gmail.com. You can also check us out on Twitter on NHIE Show, or you can check us out on Tumblr of neverhaveievershow.tumblr.com. Sorry, it's a weird tongue-twisty kind of thing. I'm just bad at English.
That's okay. I would know. You're illiterate.
Yeah.
So am I.
Which is weird, because I'm the illiterate one, and you're just standing in front of a laptop with a bunch of numbers and levels and bars, and I'm looking at, like, the entire
Words.
script for the show.
I'm reading the stuff that's actually graphical. You're the one is...
Never have we ever followed the right rules to our own suitabilities here.
No.
But, of course, you can send your questions there. You can send them on Twitter. You can drop them in our Tumblr Ask box. See, I said ask this time.
Yeah.
Last week
yay.
I said ask box,
And
which
it was great.
which is not a good thing to put those in.
No, because Garrett's not here yet.
No, we're going to have a third roommate. We're going to try and cycle him in. We're going to try that out. We're coming to you live from the Octagon, recorded to whenever this comes out.
Whoa, the Octagon, we're Ronda Rousey. We're going to tackle your problems in 16 seconds, brother.
Ronda Rousey all of a sudden became Hulk Hogan.
Now she's racist.
Oh, no!
Anyways, since we don't have a full phone bank of questions that we can draw from, that we can play with, what we've decided is we've taken our questions from Yahoo Answers as well as Reddit, just based on the fact that, you know what, these people might not be getting the... No, wait, I'm going to rephrase that. They are not getting the advice that they need. And that's what we're here for. I'm here to help people live a better life, and Tom, I'm sure you're here to do the same thing.
I'm here to make fun of people in order to feel better about myself.
I got no shortage.
I'm a monster.
I got no shortage for this. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Question number 1. Background. I'm in a semi-long distance relationship. We see
Bad.
each other every other weekend with my girlfriend. Last night she was out at a bar for a friend's birthday party. We've been there. Which never worries me, but I found it strange that I woke up to a text this morning at only 1:30 a.m. saying that she was home. Seemed early since it's a good friend of hers and that bar doesn't close until 2 a.m. Anyways, for whatever reason, I decided to log onto her Facebook this morning and found out that she had initiated a conversation with one of her guy friends. It just said that she saw him at the bar and said that she should have said hi, and he said that he would have said hello if he had more time, etc.
They're gonna fuck.
Then some more banter back and forth. Nothing I'd be overly concerned about. The only thing I found curious was the fact that she told him they were just leaving the bar at around 2 a.m. So this conflicts with the time that she told me that she was home. Later in the morning, I went to read the message again, and it appears that she deleted it. This is the only time I've ever snooped around, and I'm not sure what to make of it. The Facebook message doesn't bother me so much. It's just the fact that she felt that she needed to delete it. I feel like if it's anything worth deleting, then maybe it shouldn't have happened in the first place. Any advice to what I should do from here would be greatly appreciated. I'm leaning towards just letting it go.
I think it's pretty clear what he needs to do, don't you?
3-way, 100%. Get everything out in the open. Become a battleground. Step into the octagon and outperform your enemy.
My answer is always break up. Your answer is always 3-way. Sometime we'll meet in the middle. I think that's a real relationship.
Yeah, we'll meet in the
at that
middle and have a
point.
spit roast.
Oh, no. Eiffel Tower.
No, that's not an Eiffel Tower. Spit roast is way more violent.
Oh, is that the wobbly H?
Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, except it's more like a Ron Popeil oven. You just set it and forget it,
Oh no. All right.
which is
so
my
anyway,
dating life.
should he set it and forget it? Should he? He didn't ask.
He
if
wants
she-
to know what to do from here. He's thinking
Right.
that he should just let it go. I guess some proposed ideas would be like asking her about, oh, so you left at 1:30. Like, what did you do when you got home? Did you watch some Netflix? Or just maybe a casual question like that. Or he just wants to know, like, if she deleted it, is this something that, probably happens more than he's willing to think about?
Can you delete messages on Facebook?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Delete the whole conversation.
I guess I didn't know that. It's so innocuous. Like
Is it, though?
because I mean, nothing really happened. The exchange was so mild. It was just, hey, I saw you. I meant to say hi, but I didn't. Cool, yeah, I would have said hi too. And then that was it.
Right. But the idea was that these messages were sent, oh, we're just leaving the bar at 2 o'clock, and she had already sent her boyfriend a text message at 1:30 saying that she was home.
Yeah.
I mean, would you lie to a significant other about what time you left the bar, especially if you weren't there together and you weren't going to go to their home? Because he's in a long-distance relationship. They only see each other, every other weekend, I think is what it is. Yeah, every other weekend.
Well, first of all, maybe don't be in a long distance relationship.
Okay, thanks for being the pessimist here. Tom doesn't believe in true love.
I have
believe
not
in true
had-
love, and I found it on the internet.
I have not had good personal experiences with long distance relationships. Not even that long.
Yeah, like outside of character, I'm on that same token. But we're missing the big point here.
Yeah.
He logged into her Facebook to read the message.
Yeah, so bad on him for that.
That's immediately bad because that's a trust issue on his point. He's
Yeah.
automatically, at that point, he is looking for an out.
He's on
He's looking for things wrong.
he's looking for validation that something is going right.
Right, but you never
but he
go
didn't
searching
get-
for validation for the right without expecting there to be something wrong.
True. Yeah.
Because, like, if you're expecting things to be right, you just you don't even look.
It's always to like ease your conscience. Like, oh no, she's definitely not doing this. Let me just snoop and make sure though.
Have you ever done that, though? Have you ever, gotten onto a significant other's Facebook or checked their phone to see what their messages are?
Yes. I
Really?
have. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I've never done that.
Oh.
Mostly because I'm too scared of being caught or saying something that would allude to the fact that I totally got caught.
Well, there's a finger down from me then.
Oh, Tom's got a finger down on the Never Have I Ever podcast, guys.
Oh no, it's time for me to drink. Cheers.
As he's drinking, I'm assuming apple pie moonshine? Whiskey?
Whiskey, yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm just drinking Canadian beer.
Anyway. So yeah, I have done that before. And it doesn't lead to good things. Like it just
Absolutely not. For
actually
every reason why I haven't done it.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was, I think it might have been after I was out of the relationship, but I was still, like, I knew her password, she knew mine.
See, that's the number one flaw. Like, if you're in a good relationship, you don't need that.
Yeah, but, like, I logged into hers just because I was like, oh, man, I wonder who she's messaging, blah, blah, blah. And does not help your conscience at all.
No.
Like, even if she's just emailing or messaging some other guy friend, you immediately are just like,
They're banging.
Oh no, they're fucking. They're clearly fucking. It's like, I just asked him.
Oh, trust me, I can see this question about accounting homework from 2 weeks ago. Oh, yeah, that totally means butt sex.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh man, she said hello. She
Facebook-
wants it.
Nobody Facebook messages without wanting to get laid.
Yeah.
That's why I was talking to Seth for like an hour today. I was trying to get some ginge.
I think she might have logged on to mine too, so we were both a little bit guilty of it. But anyway, nothing good comes of it. Learned my lesson when I was like 19 or 20, whatever. Not gonna do it again. So in the future, dude, don't do that. Don't snoop. But on the other hand, you did find something out. You did find some discrepancy in the story.
But what does he do with the discrepancy? Does he just ask her? What I would do, personally, because never have I ever been in this situation, but I would try to phrase something that's like, oh, well, how was your night? Like the morning after, just be like, oh, yeah, I saw that you're home, but that's like the safety, I'm home, I didn't get, carjacked on the way home. But like, just be like, oh, was it a good night? Did you come home and watch some Netflix?
I mean,
Did you message Troy about his giant dick?
All right, let's call the other dude Troy. I like that. I imagine Donald Glover from community.
Oh, I'm just imagining like frat boy Troy and
Frat boy Troy.
frat boy Troy.
Frat boy Troy coming at you. What up?
That's gonna be
brewskis.
that's gonna be the recurring theme for like anybody in that realm.
That's gonna be the title of this episode. Frat boy Troy. Frat boy Troy.
Fat boy Troy. Now Tom's getting on the weight issues here.
Yeah, no fat shaming. Anyway, so she told the boyfriend 1:30.
Yes.
She messaged Troy that she got home at 2.
No, she messaged that she was leaving the bar at 2.
Okay. So let's say it takes maybe half an hour to get from the bar to her house.
Okay.
If they had to take a taxi or something, or maybe if they're taking the subway.
So
maybe
you're
it took
assuming that
45
like she
minutes.
sent the text to the boyfriend at 1:30, like as she was getting in a taxi cab.
Yeah, you could. I'm looking at this, well, 2 ways. Like,
You're trying
one,
to be positive here.
One, she texted the boyfriend and said, I'm home, when in reality she was just leaving, but it's like just assuming, yeah, I'm gonna be home soon. What does it fucking matter? You know, he's probably going to bed soon anyway. I don't want to keep him up. Or the other thing is there's only like half an hour to an hour of time missing. Like, that's not terribly a lot. And if she didn't talk to this guy while she was at the bar, then it's not like anything happened in that half hour
booty
to
call.
hour time
Booty
span
call.
between these two
Booty
people.
call. 2 a.m. booty call. Just leaving the bar. You come too.
Maybe. I don't think so. Wait, so she messaged him first, leaving the bar now. Then she messaged again later saying, I would have said hi to you last night, but I was too shy or whatever.
And we all know that I would have said hi means I'm sexually available if you are. Being sarcastic, you didn't have to think that long.
I'm still thinking.
Are you trying to see if there's validation to my...
I'm broken.
You're broken.
Yep.
Tom doesn't know what to think.
I forgot how to think.
Here's number one issue. He looked at the message. He was on her Facebook.
Right.
Facebook has never saved a relationship.
Right, but
I've never heard of somebody being like,
we've already
my
determined that was
relationship is
bad."
better because of Facebook.
We've already determined that was bad on him.
It's like when you see people with joint Facebook accounts, like this is John and Sherry's Facebook. It's like, wow, somebody's not comfortable with somebody having a private social media account.
Or they're Matt and Kim and fucking killing it
Yeah, but
on
that's a
social
musician
media.
page.
Yeah, and they're a power couple.
I'm pretty sure Matt and Kim don't have a group Facebook for their relationship and their friends.
Not. I don't know. I mean, their Instagram is joint.
Right,
Like-
but that's also like a media account for their band.
Yeah, but they post personal stuff on there
Right,
too.
but they're characters.
I guess.
Their stage persona, if you will. They're expected to carry that on days they're not performing anyways. So first off, dude, you checked her messages. That's terrible.
Yeah, not good. Not
2,
smart.
she deleted the message. Maybe she was fucking hammered.
I
We
could
all
wrong.
message people that we shouldn't when we're too hammered.
Yeah, but like, I mean, it could just be. I think there's a world where maybe she is a little bit attracted to this guy, or yeah, a little bit attracted to Troy, the frat boy.
Frat boy Troy.
She says, "Hey, how's it going?" or whatever. Then is like, "What am I doing? This is kind of stupid. I should just delete this and whatnot because I don't need to be messaging Troy. I have this amazing boyfriend who lives like 5 hours away. Maybe actually I should break up with him and fuck Troy since he's right here."
Or maybe she messaged Troy and was like, oh, I saw you at the bar. I wish I had said hi. And she's waiting for him to turn it into a booty call. And guess what? He probably didn't. And then she's like, oh, man, that didn't work. I better delete it because my boyfriend's creepy and he stalks me.
Yeah.
So I think it was probably a failed hookup attempt. But either way, you should like totally check yourself because long distance relationships can only exist if you both exhibit trust, and trust is not giving each other your social media account passwords. Trust is believing that they won't do anything wrong without you having to check. That's what trust is about.
Yeah. Trust is
You shouldn't need to
knowing that I
fact
don't
check
need to do
trust.
this.
That's what trust is about. If you have to fact check it, it becomes self-doubt.
Oh, so when Ronald Reagan said trust but verify, he was wrong.
Have Wikipedia.
Are you saying the
He didn't
greatest
have Wikipedia.
president in U.S. history was wrong?
You only know like 5 U.S. presidents and what they did.
Goddamn right. I don't even know what Ronald Reagan did besides say that quote. Actually, I really like that quote. And he also told Gorbachev to tear down this wall. I think that was definitely in Family Guy, though.
But he also created business practices which caused many of our businesses to
he also did,
skyrocket, and then they all sold themselves off.
Yeah,
to
he did
third world countries.
trickle-down economics.
Right, which is giving money to the top and expecting it to get to the bottom.
Right.
Because that's a Republican thing to do. When the Democrats give money to the bottom and hope maybe it gets to the top.
So this is Never Have I Ever,
The
a
political podcast show. Right in time for 2016. I'm running for president. Tom is as well.
Yep.
It's going to be
Jeb
tough because
Bush.
we were actually going to have each other as a running mate, but we got too stubborn-headed, and we're just like, you know what? We're just both going to run for president. Fuck
we were
you.
actually on the GOP debate.
Yeah, we were on the early show, though.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
8 people went to.
And the one where no one watched.
I watched it because I was there. No, we lost to Carly Fiorina.
Fiat, Carly Fiat.
Yeah, Carly Fiat 500.
Yep.
She won. She just drove over the competition.
Oh.
All right, basically, you're a douchebag for checking out her social media and not having that trust. And if you have that trust, you need to have a serious conversation with her and figure out if, this distance thing is going to work.
Sure.
Because without the trust, this is it. Sorry, dude. If these things are going to happen.
Would you admit to the person that you snooped, though?
Yeah. If it was something that in your mind sowed the seeds of, I don't think this is going to work out, because nobody wants to be the guy who's been cheated on for 6 months. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if this has been happening for months and say all of her friends know, he looks like the lame duck weirdo. So you'd rather nip it in the bud as early as you could.
All right, but there's no evidence that she was cheating.
No, my point is if he has those levels of self-doubt, then he needs to check himself out of the relationship and maybe focus on something.
Yeah, just
maybe he'll have a little more control over
and be like, all right, I checked. Maybe I checked because of other reasons. What's going on with me? Let me explore myself.
Get a shrink.
Both sexually and emotionally.
Rub a couple out.
Yeah, see how you feel after.
Get some old gym socks you don't need anymore. And all right, question number 2, Tom.
All right.
Everything seems to be going great between us.
Cool, next question.
We have a good connection, can be an ease around each other.
I said next question.
We talk and laugh about everything and have fun. I believe we are quite serious about each other, and he has asked me before what my goals are for the future. He has included me in those goals and said what he wants. We've had a serious talk about children, our views on marriage, and the list goes on. We see each other around 3 times a week, and usually on the weekend. And recently he said he wants to see me even more. He will text me a lot during the day and night, not that late though, normal times, and will call me as well, so I don't have any concerns about his effort. And usually, if I last minute ask him to do something, he will come and join. He seemed very serious about me in the relationship, but these are just some random issues I have and have not addressed to him. We've been dating for over 2 months now. Ready for the other shoe to fall?
Yeah, so
You're
far
waiting
this
for
sounds good.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
He's 10 years older than me. He told me he's not a parent. He told me he's apparently not married, nor have had children before. But I don't know why. But he told me this after he asked if we could date exclusively. I got the vibe that he was lying. Apparently, he lives with a sibling. Haven't met a friend or family member yet. This could be due to the fact that we are in different cultures and both sort of nervous. When we spoke about our views on sex, he at one point said that he dislikes to have sex with a woman he's not emotionally/attracted to, because it's such a drain on him. Right, Tom? Banging people you don't really vibe with? What a dumb statement.
Man, I don't know, man.
This reminded me of a marriage relationship where at times, after a while, one does not feel attracted to the other. We haven't slept together yet, but when he asked me if I would feel comfortable doing so, I told him that I wouldn't want to interfere and come to his house with his sister there. So he suggested a nice hotel. At first, he would take me to places that were at least a 20-minute drive away, and he takes me to the movies a lot. I sort of questioned this, but he would say that he loves the place. Lately, he's been taking me to places that are closer and much busier. When we are out and having dinner, though, he usually looks around the room a lot. Not sure if this is a sign of a controlling man, or Tom, am I the other woman?
Okay. So let's set some age parameters.
So let's say she's 22 and he's 32.
Right.
It's a 10-year difference.
I was even going to say like 25, 35.
Right, that range.
Sure, yeah, something like that.
A 35-year-old man you would expect to probably be married, especially if he's going after somebody who's like 22, 25.
Yeah.
And not to mention the fact that she says culturally different.
Yeah,
I almost get the phrase that this might even be like a fetish.
culturally different. I'm wondering if they're just like different ethnicities. Like, she's Latino, he's white.
Right, and maybe he's married and all of a sudden now he wants some Latino spice.
Yeah, or like she's just has very strong cultural ties to whatever her heritage is. Him, maybe not so much. Like, I don't really have cultural ties to being white.
Right.
I don't know if anyone really does.
They shouldn't.
Yeah. Is she I think she's way overthinking this.
Well, no, she said that he always takes her to places that are like 20 minutes away. And then if it's like somewhere like a dinner that it's more busy, he's always looking around the room. And he takes her to the movies, place that's dark where you're probably not going to get caught. To her, it feels like she's probably being kept a little bit behind. Or
But
either protected or shielded.
maybe like the really good restaurant is 20 minutes away. Maybe he just really wanted to see that new Tom Cruise movie. You don't know. He's like, oh, babe, you know what? This is actually frat boy Troy. Wooing her. Like, oh, you know what, babe? You know what's going to be awesome? That new fucking Mission Impossible movie. Have you seen it? He literally hangs on the side of an airplane. That's not CG. That literally fucking happened.
Tom, if you really want, we'll go see that movie, okay? You've been talking about it for fucking a month.
I know.
Anyways, maybe he's actually racist. And he's afraid to admit that he's seeing somebody who's not like him. So he's taking her all these places so that way
True, if they're
he doesn't feel like that's going to...
Yeah.
So should she be worried that after all this time, like 2 months, which isn't that long at all, that she hasn't met the quote-unquote sister that he lives with, or she doesn't really have a tie into his life yet?
I wouldn't be worried. I mean, it's hard not to be worried. But at the same time, I think you're also kind of blowing it out of proportion a little bit. Like, it's only been, let's say you're dating a girl.
Okay.
And
Not a hard stretch of the imagination.
no, of course not. You're
dating
you're a
thing is
very
probably
attractive man. You've grown a goatee that's looking very nice on you. You know, yeah, we've been doing Insanity, so you're starting to see the gains a little bit. You're starting to get toned up. Yeah.
Not true.
Yeah, buddy.
At all.
You want to go out to Sky Bar again? Go out to the bar, go dancing?
Dude, we fell asleep at Sky Bar last night. You really think that tonight's going to be better?
You shut your I didn't fall asleep. You fell asleep.
Oh, yeah, the kid who strouds up to me at the bar at 2:45, and he's like, dude, are you as tired as I am? As I yawn into my beer.
Anyway.
So should she be worried that
Forget where
she
it's
gets
going.
this weird feeling that, like, he doesn't want to be seen with her?
No, because all right, back to my analogy. You're dating a girl. After 2 months, are you really comfortable introducing her to your parents? I mean, you might be, which is great. But on the other hand, you might be like, I don't know, my parents are kind of weird. I don't want to scare you off with this. I mean, not my parents. My parents are awesome, but. But you know, you like it might be a little bit awkward. I want to make sure that like when you meet this family member, you're not going to be scared away by them being crazy or weird or whatever.
But, like, the situation was he's like, oh, yeah, I live with my sister. But, like, he's made every attempt. She's like, oh, we could go to your place. Or not because your sister's not wanting to meet me. It almost sounds like, you know, hidden life, double life here.
A little, but I don't know. I'm still thinking. Well, the other thing that kind of struck me was when we said he only likes having sex with women that he's emotionally attracted to or something like that.
Don't we all?
Yeah, I would say that's no hard stretch. I mean, I think
That's kind of the goal.
I'm kind of generalizing, but I think like the older you get, the less.
Are you saying the standards drop a little bit?
No.
Or that you're more or less hitting the same cycle over and
You
over?
still have the need to fuck, but
Do you, though?
I mean,
There's people who live without ever having to do that.
Yeah, but I mean, you still have a sexual drive, but now you're like, all right, I've had sex with these women. It didn't really matter. It didn't go anywhere. I want something real. and something important. I just don't want to just be a man whore forever, you know.
She sounds like a fetish.
I don't get the fetish.
I do, because the fact that he said, because they're culturally different, and I'm getting the point that he's attracted to.
So you are a person who likes Jewish American princesses, Long Island Jews specifically. Is that a fetish of you?
Kinda? I mean, I'm not attracted to it.
You'd be
no.
culturally different than them.
But no, you got to recall that, as you said, that he doesn't like having sex with people he's not attracted to. So all of a sudden he's lending it into her that he's sexually attracted to her, and this is different for him.
Right.
So if it's different for him, that means that he's, say, for an example, if he's white, only slept with, white Christian American women, and all of a sudden he's like, I want to branch out and try something different. So that's why the different thing sounds like a fetish to me. So I don't necessarily feel like she's the other woman, but she's like his secret, I don't know if I'm totally down for this yet, culturally appropriated girl.
Which isn't a bad thing. I mean, fetish isn't something to be criminalized.
No, but if she's in love and he's doing it for the fetish aspect,
well, he's just kind of exploring, as you said. Like,
I think he's
not
divorced
really sure.
or separated, and he's trying to try something new.
I could see that. I could definitely see that. I don't think she's the other woman. I think keep going out with him. But maybe after like another month, be like, no, I really want to meet your family. Let's do this. And then he's like, my parents are dead. I'm actually Batman.
No, he's Man Bat. He's Wayne Bruce.
No, he's Frat Boy Troy.
Frat Boy Troy, what up? Chitty bang, bing, bing. All right. I think she shouldn't read too much into it so far. It's only 2 months.
Yeah, exactly. Chill out.
All right, question number 3. My girlfriend and I have been a part of each other's lives ever since we were 13 years old. She was my first and only girlfriend, and I'm her first and only boyfriend. I know that she would never in a million years think about being with another guy, and until last year, I thought that would never be without being with another girl. For 5 years, I was the most faithful guy anyone knew, and it was something I was proud of because 90% of the couples I know had gone through some kind of infidelity issues. He's like fucking 18.
Yeah.
He's like 18.
I was trying to do the math. I was like, all right, so they met when they started dating when they were 13.
I only knew that because I
5 years.
I pre-screened some of these questions because I try to pull things that we haven't really experienced.
Yeah, because neither of us dated in high school.
No. And the fact that they were dating since they were like 13.
Yeah.
Anyways, had gone through some kind of fidelity issues. The whole infidelity problem started out of nowhere. A girl by the name of Barbara was a close friend of some guys I talked to, and I had seen her before on numerous occasions, but I never thought anything of her. One day I created a group chat on Facebook for us all to get together and talk about when we would hang out, and she sent a message saying that she needed to ask me something. So then she sends me a separate private message basically asking for advice on this guy that she had sexual relations with, and I thought it was really weird for her to be asking me of all the people because I barely knew her. I really don't know why, but after I just really kept thinking about her one day until she went on the messenger and asked if I could give her a ride to meet up with some of her friends. I was the first answer, and I went to pick her up. We hung out with friends, but both kept close to each other the whole night. When it was time to take her back home, we had a deep conversation about ourselves, our views, and even sexual likes and dislikes. Before getting to her house, she mentioned that she wanted to keep talking, so she directed me to a nearby park to continue our conversation. Our conversation became subtly flirtatious, and by the end of the conversation, we ended up holding hands. I dropped her off, and I could not stop thinking about her. She had me crazy for her, and I couldn't bear the thought of not seeing her for another week. I knew what I did was wrong, but it didn't change the fact that I wanted more. The next time I saw her, things escalated to where I kissed her. We both swore that we would never do anything like that again, but a few weeks later, she invited me to her house while her parents were away, and we made out on her bed, and she gave me oral sex. We both laid on her bed, and I held her the same way I held my girlfriend. I didn't want things to stop, but a few weeks after that, we both agreed that things had to stop because I was in a relationship. In a way, I was happy that I could finally stop feeling guilty about what I had done, but that is not the case. It has been exactly a year since everything happened, but I still think about it every day. When people tell me how good of a boyfriend I am, I get sick to my stomach. I've done my best to make it up to my girlfriend for what she doesn't know that I did. I've thought about letting her know in a few years, or possibly even never letting her know, but I know that I simply can't keep it in forever. Please, I would greatly appreciate some kind of advice here.
I cuddled her the same way as I cuddle my girlfriend.
That's the kicker.
Hey, you know-
That's the fucking kicker.
You know what's crazy? She sucks my dick just like my girlfriend does too.
The right amount of teeth?
Yeah, just so much tongue, but not enough, not too much. You know, it's kind of like working the head a little bit.
It's a
too.
1-to-1 tongue-to-teeth ratio.
Yeah. It's crazy. She gave me a blowjob. And you know what? I had a boner just like I have a boner when I'm with my girlfriend, like when I'm fucking her. It's crazy.
Here's the thing, frat boy Troy.
Your mic's jiggle your thing.
Here's the thing, frat boy Troy. You are a douchebag. There's no way out of this. You cheated on your girlfriend.
Oh yeah, but I'm wondering, does he get a pass since he's 18? Not a pass on the
No!
cheating.
No!
Don't hold on.
No!
Not a pass on the cheating. Just like a general, hey, you fucked up. You're an idiot.
Let's take this time
But
to...
learn from this mistake.
I think your girlfriend needs to know, like, yesterday.
I mean, all right, yeah, he's not a douchebag. Well, I don't know, he is.
He is.
He is, but I don't think he'll always be a douchebag.
Because
it's like once.
Good job, patent pending.
It's like once a cheater, always a cheater.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
In that relationship, yes. But it's not like if somebody cheats on their girlfriend, they're going to cheat in the next relationship as well, and for every relationship after that. It's like you were a douchebag for this period of time, and now you've gotten out of this douchebagger.
Here's the issue, though. They started dating when they were 13.
Yeah.
Say they're 18 or 19 now. 18 when he started oral sex with the
fucking
other
this
girl,
girlfriend.
and now
Yeah.
he's 19. You are a completely different person than you were when you were 13.
Yeah. You have
girlfriend
changed entirely.
Is a completely different person than she was when you were both
Mm-hmm.
13. Now is the time for you to be honest.
Yeah.
Because you should have been honest a year ago, but you need to do it now. And the issue is, you both need to have an introspective conversation about whether or not at 19 you both still want this. Because you've both changed. It's damaging, I think, in some way to look back at some of the people that we knew in high school that were in like hardcore serious relationships and looking at where they are now.
Still in hardcore serious relationships?
Or even not, and just wildly different people. But yeah, we have a couple friends of ours from high school that have been dating pretty much as long as we've known them.
Yeah.
And some of them are like getting engaged.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are already married. Some of them already have kids. We're old. Yeah, we have some.
Not really that old.
One or two. Anyways.
No, I mean, but not that old.
Oh yeah, we're not that old. But yeah, they don't have kids in like high school or anything.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, you kind of got to sit back here. This is your chance to find out what the next 5 years of your life are going to be. Are your next 5 years going to be, hey, you know what? I did an asshole thing. We should probably talk about this. And you know what? Maybe we're not meant for this in that next step of long term. Because when you're 19, you're at, like, the precipice of your adulthood. You can make changes now to your life that will affect you long term, but also with those changes come opportunities to nail yourself into something that could lead to further problems down the road, especially if all of a sudden he said, oh yeah, 90% of the couples I know have infidelity issues. Oh, by the way, I cheated on my girlfriend.
So here's a question for you. This kid's 19, cheated. Should he tell the girlfriend?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Let's say,
Would you want to know?
let's say he's 45, married to this woman. He cheated on her one time, but is still so guilt-ridden and extremely faithful, blah, blah, blah. They have kids, the whole 9 yards. Does he still tell her?
You see, I guess in my personal experience, something like that will never stay in long enough. So, like, in my mind, they don't even make it that far. But I'm going to say, to hold up your idea, say they're 45. I think they you see, I'm such a big honesty guy. And I'm like, I feel like she should at least know.
I agree, But anytime I think about it, I used to listen to a lot of Loveline with Dr. Drew when I was a kid.
Right, and he would just say brush over it. At that point of your life, brush over it.
Yeah, not exactly brush over it. He would say like someone would call in, like, I cheated on my wife, but I really love her, blah, blah, blah. We're married. We've been married for 5 years. We have a kid, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, okay, if you really love her and if you really feel guilty about this, don't say anything. He's like, it's odd to say, but as soon as you tell her that you cheated, the trust is damaged and you're on the road to divorce.
Right, but
So it was kind of interesting because it's like the opposite of what you're always told. And I think it kind of is true because
I mean, nothing good's going to come out of her finding at 45.
exactly. But back to this kid, I would say break up, but also tell her, because she at least deserves to know the reason why you're breaking up and that this happened.
I think they need to sit down, have a talk, and not break up so much, but put every single card there on the table. Have him say, oh yeah, for this, say, month stretch of time, I was hanging out with this one girl, and she gave me a blowy. And like we
She
hung
gave
out
me
a
some
bunch of
mad
times.
doms, brah.
And
That's again, it's frat boy Troy.
obviously I stopped because I love you, and I realized what I was doing was wrong. But I still love you, and I just feel like we need to have that out in the open. Now, that's where you start. And if that becomes an immediate deal breaker to her, that's her choice right now.
Which it should be.
Right, but that's her choice right now. Your choice was committing infidelity. Her choice is now how to react to it. Because she has an equal say in this. It's a two-person relationship. Because what happens when you're 45 and this girl tells your wife?
I would say, yeah, lay your cards out on the table, but also lay out that you're a completely different person and she's a completely different person. Basically, just kind of reevaluate yourself. Like, do I really want this, or am I just afraid to move on to the next thing? Am I afraid that as soon as I get out of this, I won't be able to find something as good or better? That I'll just be forever alone, and my insecurities will just crush me emotionally, and I'll never be able to dig myself out of this hole. And now I'm kind of talking to myself about this.
Tom's getting introspective.
I have a mirror in front of me. I'm just saying this all to
Never
myself.
has Tom ever reevaluated his life.
Staring myself in the eyes. I have reevaluated my life several times. Wow,
Oh, you flipped me off there for a second.
yeah, now I'm 2 fingers down. I saw that. Ooh, good. Anyway.
I'm saying all cards out on the table and let her make the decision here. They don't have to break up, but she at least needs some control.
I think you need to evaluate what you want as well.
Well, exactly, because they've been together, 5 years before he
Like, I
cheated
wouldn't
on her?
put-
What's he going to feel
I
in 5
wouldn't
years
put the
from now?
breakup entirely on her. Like, that's a ton of pressure. That way, when they break up, like, oh yeah, she broke up with me. Yeah, it's because
you cheated on her.
Exactly. But still, the story's like, yep, oh yeah, Sheila broke up with Troy.
Well, what it needs to be is Troy did a fucktard thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
And now Barbara gets to decide what the result is from the end of it. It's like the person who commits a crime doesn't get to choose the sentence.
Right.
So I feel like maybe she gets to be the judge and the jury a little bit, especially if he's honest with her. Because if he keeps hiding it and she finds out later down the road,
Oh,
it's only going to be 10 times worse.
Yeah. Oh yeah, been there.
So you want to stop before it gets there at all.
Mm-hmm.
So it's already been a year. He really needs to go back and lay it all out there and let her choose, because it's her life too. And if she doesn't feel comfortable or happy with how things went, then that's her right to terminate the relationship based on the fact that he's made his choice.
Yeah, but also for him, he just kind of has to accept it, like when she terminates it, which
Right.
he hopefully does. Just like, yep, I deserve this, but I'll bounce back, and I'll learn from this, and I'll never do it again. Hopefully.
All right. Ready for one more question, then we'll hit the newsies?
Sure.
All right. One more question, Tom.
Open the gates and seize the day Walt Disney is gonna sue my ass. You said Newsies, so.
I'm aware. I was letting you go. Hi, I'm 25, a male, and I've never been in a relationship. I've had friends with benefits, though. Good for you, buddy. So I'm wondering how screwed I am due to my ideology. I believe in equality for everyone, so I don't see the reason why I should pay for everything on the first date, and even after that. Women are not children. They can pay for themselves. However, I always hear girls say that they want to be taken out and paid for, or else they won't respect the guy as boyfriend material. I just don't want to blow all my money on some woman who may or may not be interested in me, and I certainly don't want to be with someone who would only date me because I could pay for her shit. Also, I believe I shouldn't have to pay for all of her things, especially if she has a job as high-paying as mine. I'm in medical school and will be a physician in a few years, so money probably won't be an issue for me. I'm not that physically attractive. I'm 5'7", average body and face, balding, and I'm South Asian. So am I screwed? I'm sure there's women out there who are independent and would rather pay for themselves, but I will have a much harder time finding someone interested in me. What do I do?
Sorry.
Never have I ever been that much of an asshole in a question.
Never have I ever been that ugly. Yeah, I went there.
Finger went down.
Oh, no. You're not.
I'm not even 5'7".
You're not balding.
Yet. It could happen.
Anything could happen.
Anyways. First off, this guy's gotta learn.
You gotta learn how to play the game.
Well-
Sorry, bud.
Sure, but I mean, he's never really been on a date. He's just had friends with benefits.
Yeah.
So he's never been in that situation that, like, yes, on a first date, if anything, you should pay for it
Right.
as a guy.
Yeah. It's just kind of chivalrous. It's courtesy. It's old fashioned, I guess, a little
And
bit.
it's not like you're taking her out 5 nights a week, dude.
Yeah, and maybe you don't take her to like the fanciest restaurant in town for
Right, like
steak and
don't
lobster.
take her for like Chinese or pizza. Oh, maybe pizza. Take her to like Pizza Hut or something.
No,
for
not
her.
Pizza Hut.
It depends. Oh no, he's gonna be a doctor. He needs to take her somewhere better.
No, go somewhere with like a wood-fired pizza. You know, like that's coming out.
Oh, like the hydraulic place.
Yeah, like hydraulic hearth in Buffalo.
Yeah, that'd be a nice first date.
Yeah, or Pearl Street. That's where we had the pizza there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
Where you and I had that pizza there.
well, I mean.
Anyways.
Did you have a bite of mine?
Absolutely not.
Ours.
All right. But, yeah, no, this guy's got to learn trial by fire. He's never been on a date, so his experiences are null and void. Like, he's going at it from, like, I've never been swimming before, so I'm afraid of how to swim.
I've never been swimming before. I'm afraid I'm going to drown. Or
Right.
I know I'm going to drown. A shark's going to come out and eat me. He's seen all the worst case scenarios of like, what if she's a gold digger? What if she just likes me for my money, that fucking bitch? Because no one would ever like me for any other reason than money.
He is a 5'7" balding Asian. But he's a doctor. Women like doctors, right?
Yeah, I think so. Here's what you do. Go fully bald and then grow a beard. Instead of having like just like the side hair going on, just go fully bald, man.
I'm just giving you, like, inch by inch of rope. I'm going to see how far you can go until you hang yourself here.
Won't be that far. Won't take that much
I
rope.
noticed. I'm an Eagle Scout. I'll help you with the knot. But,
Oh boy. Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh, you know what the thing is though, you pay for it like the first few times or like the first couple, and then she'll get you on the next time, and then it becomes like a symbiotic relationship where you split the bill, or you just she'll get your meal next time, or maybe you just get your own meals, but it's an unspoken like, oh yeah, you know, you pay for enough of my stuff, let's each just take of ourselves on this date. Like, it's not always going to be every time you go on a date the guy will always pay for it.
I think if you take one girl on 5 dates and you don't split the check by the 4th or 5th date, then perhaps you should move on and try somebody else.
I can see that.
But obviously the first at least 2 dates, you should be paying all of it.
Yeah.
At least the first
covered,
2.
Yeah.
And especially if you're picking her up and taking her there, like, you're trying to woo her. From the sound of this, you haven't had a relationship because you feel women aren't interested in you. Guess what? Women aren't just going to walk up to you in the grocery store and be like, I want to marry you, Mr. Gonna Be a Doctor. You got to at least show them that you have an interest in them other than just fucking showing up.
So let's peel back the layers of this onion that this guy is. And
So he looks like Shrek?
yes. Voiced by Chris Farley.
That was a different
From
Shrek.
the grave.
Different Shrek.
Different check. Anyway, so let's peel it back. This guy definitely was hurt in a relationship a few years
He's
ago.
never
or
had
years
one.
Ago.
He never had one.
Okay, not by a relationship. He was definitely hurt by someone, though. Like, someone took advantage of him, and now he has this skewed view that every girl is like this. Or maybe someone took advantage of his father, and he thinks that every woman is going to be like this.
I will give revenge for my father by being equivocally equalicious.
You sound like Daniel Day-Lewis.
I drink your milkshake.
I'm finished.
I drink it up.
So you think this guy's hurt, and that's why he's afraid to be...
I think
it's
something
because-
happened
I think he's because he's South Asian.
in his young... Oh, that's race.
No, I think like they have a different, at least in the family life, of doing your own way or paying your own way. So there's like an expectation of like maybe when he was growing up, he was expected to pay for part of his own college, or you know, if he wants this cable channel, he needs to pay for it, or if he wants Xbox Live, he needs to pay for it.
Son, if you want the Spank Bank channel, you've got to pay for it for yourself. I'm not going to pay for it because your mom's going to find out and then I'll get in trouble.
I'll put it on your credit card, son.
But no, like I think he just has like a different outlook, and that's not very good to have.
No,
in
it's
our culture,
really
at
not.
least.
It's just very negative.
Like in your mid-20s American culture, it's like the guy should put in some kind of effort, and it goes beyond just showing up.
I mean, it's this warped view where it's like he's sort of right, but also very wrong. Like he's right in that, yeah, equal rights, you know, maybe don't pay for, especially if she has a well-paying job, you know, she can afford it. But at the same time, it's also like, dude, she has probably so many gentlemen suitors. You need to somehow put yourself ahead of the pack and come out on top, both sexually and metaphorically. So yeah, you just you gotta do that. Get off your fucking phone.
I'm listening to you talk.
Yeah, and you're on your fucking phone swiping right,
I am
being like,
not.
who can I take to dinner tonight?
I am on neverhaveievershow.tumblr.com because I was going to post that photo I sent to Seth saying, oh yeah, we're doing progress, asshole.
Fine. Maybe another time you could do that. No need to break your phone. Holy shit.
It's in an OtterBox. It's fine. I'll throw it at the wall.
All right. I've got a baseball bat. We'll play some phone ball. Base phone. Shut up.
Like I said,
Hey.
inch by inch of rope. I'm just going to let you hang yourself there.
Yeah, anyway.
This guy's got to change up.
Pretty much, yeah. Change up or get left behind. Be alone
There's
forever.
very few wrong outlooks, but that's one of them.
Yeah, be alone forever.
Yeah, be alone for get a couple cats, masturbate a lot, whatever.
Yeah, sorry. You gotta play the game.
You're gonna be a doctor. You might even find a nurse you like, or another doctor.
Just think of it this
you're
way.
You're 25. Stop thinking that it has to happen now.
Think of it this way. You're gonna be rolling the G's, impressing so many women. Other
Think
guys
of how many
can't do-
strippers you can buy.
Think of how many other guys can't compete with that.
Think of how many other guys you can buy.
Why would you want to buy guys?
Why would anybody want to buy a woman?
True, slavery is illegal. That's
Exactly.
pretty
So,
awful. Yeah. Okay.
I was just flipping what I said earlier on the T because equality. Equalicious. I hope that's a word.
Equalicious. This equality is so delicious. Make it run my mouth like ambiguous.
I was gonna be like, wow, the fruits that you chose to go on top of this pizza do not make it both either too sweet or too sour. It's got an equalicious texture.
Yeah, my horrible rap, way better than your pizza. Actually, that's a lie. Pizza's awesome.
I want pizza.
Yeah, I'm just kind of staring into space.
I want pizza
about
in a taco truck.
So a pizza truck.
I've been in Buffalo how long, and I haven't had a single taco yet.
I keep telling you, you gotta find Lloyd's.
Gotta find. I was there. I was gonna pay $6 for a burrito.
Well, that's your fault.
Right? I already had beer.
True. All right. So anyway, moving on.
So he's got to change his mentality. You got to, guess what? The women who you're hoping to attract, they want to feel special. In the same way you want to feel special.
Yeah, make them feel special.
So if
and
you
then
don't-
they'll make you feel special later.
Like, if you don't want them to just date you for your money or for a fake, flimsy mentality, then don't expect them to come in wanting to swing for the fences right out of the start.
Yeah. You gotta show that you have something to offer.
Yeah,
That you can
it doesn't have to be.
provide.
It's not money that you're offering here. It's initiative.
It's initiative. It's other things.
It's the want.
It's like, oh, he pays for my meal now. That means that he'll be able to afford a mortgage in the future when we get
Not what that
married.
means. Trust me, I can buy any girl dinner tomorrow, but I'm not paying her fucking mortgage.
Well, you don't have to pay the mortgage, but it, I don't know, signifies that you maybe could afford one in the future.
Basically, you have a wrong outlook, sir. Fix it.
Yeah.
All right, ready for the news?
Let's
Those
do
of
it.
you who are unaware, we try to do this on most of our shows. I have pulled 4 news headlines from the world that have happened, and I pulled one headline out of my ass. Now, the idea is I'm going to throw them all in front of Tom. These either happened this week or this year, but these are things that Tom, as we've established, doesn't follow the news quite like I do.
Nope.
Tom gets a lot of his news from me asking him if he saw so-and-so.
Yep, pretty much.
So, this is my chance to hide a couple things from Tom throughout the week, throughout the month, and let's see what's changed in the world since last week's episode. Are you ready, Tom?
Let's do it. Let's
All
find
right.
out. I hope one of it's about Donald Trump being the president.
Incorrect.
Damn. Also,
right.
I
He wouldn't be the president. That would have been the wrong one from the start.
yeah, no, I'm not voting Trump. Just putting that out there.
You should vote.
In general?
No matter who you vote for, it's important that you vote. That's right, Will Bailey. I'm talking to you. The West Wing, Season 4, Episode 6. All right, here's our 5 headlines. One of these are fake. Tom, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Number 1. Iowa man offers arresting officer drugs in a bargain attempt.
Okay.
Number 2. Pittsburgh man arrested after robbing a bank with a sex toy.
He holds up a dildo to the cash register person. And it's like, give me your money. They're like, holy shit, is that a rabbit? Fuck, don't put that in my asshole. Take it. Take it.
Tickler, it's the
I've got the lube for it too. It's all lubed up and ready. Present your butthole or give me the money.
I got a bag. Why don't you show me your G-spot?
Everybody freeze.
Way to no-sell my joke. Get it, G's money, cash, homie.
Making fat stacks, yo.
But G-spot. Like,
Oh, G-spot cheese. Gotcha.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry. Over
Number
my
3.
head.
Man arrested after attempting to sell a backpack full of dirty socks to an undercover cop pretending they were drugs.
He tried to sell a backpack of dirty.
Full of dirty socks to a cop saying that they were drugs.
Can you sell drugs to cops? Is that a thing?
Undercover cops.
Oh,
Like he tried to sell it
okay.
to somebody who was a cop.
Gotcha. Okay.
And you
I
don't
thought
even
he like. I thought
you
it was
don't
like
even
you
need
could
drugs.
sell weed to a cop, and it was like, "Hey, I found some weed. Here you go. Don't arrest me, please."
No, the idea is it's the intent. So you don't even need to have drugs.
Right.
But the fact that you're trying to sell them to the cop makes it an offense.
Oh, intent to sell.
Right.
Got
So even if you don't have anything, you can get nailed with the other one. Because you're attempting to make money from drugs.
Okay.
Even if you don't have any.
Are you sure you're not a lawyer?
Very sure. I know a few. I've hired a few. Number 4. Norwegian man breaks out of prison with antique surfboard and toy shovel.
Cool. It's like that movie Escape from Alcatraz, or that movie Shawshank Redemption.
Or that thing that happened in
Yeah, or that news.
Dannemora.
Or that news thing where those
Dannemora, New
dudes
York.
escaped.
Number 5. Texas judge orders man to marry wife or go to prison. Marry woman or go to prison.
Talk about a shotgun wedding. Am I right? What?
Our third housemate just sent me his Hulu Plus login information.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to throw my phone to you and tell you to open it up.
Okay.
And you can just laugh at the password that he chose.
Hope it's butts. Spoiler, it has the word tit in it.
And tater.
And tater.
Tater tits. All right, so we'll run through those again. Number 1, Iowa man offers arresting officer drugs in a bargain attempt. Number 2, Pittsburgh man arrested after robbing bank with a sex toy. Number 3, man arrested after attempting to sell a backpack full of dirty socks to an undercover cop pretending they were drugs. Number 4, Norwegian man breaks out of prison with an antique surfboard and a toy shovel. And number 5, Texas judge orders man to marry woman or go to prison.
Sex toy.
You think sex toy is not real?
I think sex toy is not real.
Out of all 5 of these, the one that screams not true is sex toy.
Because I know you, and I know one of your favorite bands tours with a giant black dildo.
Not to mention Funhouse went to RTX with a bag full of dildos.
Yeah, so I'm kind of thinking you've got dildo
I'm on like
on
a
the
dildo
mind.
thought mind.
Yeah, you've got dildo on the mind.
Man, you would be correct.
Yes!
But-
Finally!
but-
Wait.
Instead of making fun of the man from Pittsburgh, I decided to make fun of the state of Iowa, and nobody bargained out of their way of a ticket by trying to sell the officer drugs.
So I was wrong.
You were wrong again.
God damn it.
0 for 3 on episode 4.
You were... Oh.
See, I know what you're thinking. I'm thinking.
I know what you...
It's Inception. I'm inside your mind, inside my mind.
Holy fuck.
And it's just me with my pants off, flipping you off.
Is Leo there too?
Leo DiCaprio?
No, Leo Tolstoy. The guy who wrote War and Peace.
Why would he be in my mind?
Why wouldn't he be in your mind?
Because I
was
listened
a
to that
great-
audiobook years ago.
He was a great writer.
Was he?
I don't know.
I don't know. At some point, after you've written like 4,000 pages, I don't think you're a good writer. You're just a good bullshitter. Because, like, that's a lot of war and a lot of peace. Like, the peace bits aren't quite so good. It's all about the war.
Peace bits are kind of fucking boring, actually.
It's like watching a porno and being like, wow, the dialogue in between sex scenes is really doing it for me.
It's not even the dialogue. It's just the foreplay. Just like the little tender kiss. Actually, those are kind of hot. Those are cute when they just like tenderly kiss.
No, I'm literally talking about when they're all walking around with really bad props, pretending they're in the Wild West.
Oh yeah, or they're just, it's the really bad acting. Like, oh, I wasn't expecting a sausage pizza. Come on in,
man.
Mr. Man.
I don't have any money for this sausage pizza. Maybe we can make other arrangements.
Next scene is she's babysitting his kid.
Yeah, I mean, you got to work your way off somewhere. This is America. All right, guys, thanks for listening to episode 4 of our podcast, Never Have I Ever. We take your questions, your problems, and we give you real-world advice because guess what? It's not our problem.
Yeah, I ended the show with one finger up, so I didn't lose.
I don't think I dropped a finger today.
I feel like you dropped one. I don't remember.
Oh, I've never snooped on anybody through their social media, like through their page. I've gone on people's Facebooks and their Twitters. I've just never logged in as them.
Right.
So I've never done that. So I put a finger down. So you can send us your questions, your problems, the things you want advice for to neverhaveievershow@gmail.com. You can send us a message in our Ask box on Tumblr at neverhaveievershow.tumblr.com. Add us on Facebook at NHIE Show, which is just Never Have I Ever, but as an abbreviation show, because Twitter you can only have so long of a handle.
I was trying to think like how to say NHIE.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
show.
yeah, the show.
The show. Anyways, we'll be hitting you up. We're coming to you every single Tuesday in the Great White Yonder. Because, you know what, Tom?
What?
People need help.
They do. Mostly me.
Yeah, mostly you.
Help me, help you.
Help me help Tom to help all of you. But until next week on Tuesday,
Need somebody.
Tom, keep your fingers in the air.
I did.
Kept one.
Yep.
That's a middle finger.
Still flicking you off.
Still flicking me off.
Bye.
Bye-bye.